offseason, Nebraska got to brush shoulders with legendary teams and players of its past, and now this team is doing what those teams were doing. Winning 15 straight games, their longest winning streak since '02, when they went to the College World Series. After an invincible last month, now one of the gold standards of the Big Ten, Minnesota into Lincoln to face the undefeated Nebraska Cornhuskers, who are atop the Big Ten standings. We're so glad you're with us with former Big Ten catcher Sammy Netling, Connor Onion on hand. And this is a Minnesota program that's been to 8 straight NCAA tournaments, 2019 College World Series. But Sammy, the question now is this Nebraska's time to take over? 1-1. Punch the opposite way, deep to right. Evans going back, and that ball's gone! Opposite field power for Sidney Gray, and the Huskers lead at 2-zip in the first.
Additional arm circles right now from Farrell in this last inning.
Oh, and a great play on the snow cone to cap a shutout. Olivia Farrell said no more arm circles. I want to go home with a win. 2-1. Orozco punches left side. Radcliffe dives to her feet. Throw to first is in time to end the game. Grayson Radcliffe, welcome back for Indiana. And Nebraska coming to the plate for the first time, and Billie Andrews might be on her way to the Big Ten Player of the Year if she keeps this up.
You just cannot say enough about the year that she has had and the absolute dominant offensive campaign. Second in the nation in home runs, leads the Big Ten in nearly every offensive category, despite the high number of walks she's seen this year as well, and is just a huge key leader for this Husker offense.
And she will see Autumn Pease in the circle today, the right-hander from California. Hard stuff is in the mid-60s. Curveball, screwball, rise, and changeup. And, of course, Pease did no-hit Nebraska last April.
Yeah, this is an experienced pitcher, right? She is a spinner. She has the ability to really attack all 4 quadrants of the plate.
And she starts with Billie Andrews, who we were just talking about. And first pitch home is fisted foul, back to the screen for strike 1. So how many times through this Nebraska order will Pease get to face the Huskers? That'll be interesting tonight. This has kind of turned into an opening role, no matter whether it's been Autumn Pease or Emily Levitt for Minnesota in the circle in Big Ten play. And misses with that one, 1 ball, 1 strike. But it's basically been a split of Pease will take 3 innings or 4 innings, and then Levitt will come in, or vice versa, depending on who starts.
Yeah, it's a strategy that Coach Ritter has kind of figured out in terms of what works best for the personnel that she has in her bullpen this year.
Awkward cut there from Billie Andrews. Don't see many of those. Pease got her good up in the zone.
Yeah, it looked like Andrews was looking for something lower in the zone, was surprised when it kind of got up in her eyes there, but a credit to Pease to get ahead right now on this just truly lethal threat in the batter's box right now.
Went soft off the outside edge. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's something that I think both Pease and Coach Ritter are gonna have to really utilize today. Try to anchor her changeup, execute on her sequences, and just do whatever they can to keep this high-powered Husker offense at bay.
2-2. Oh, soft again, and she strikes out Billie Andrews. Great start for Pease.
I love this pitch call right now. The first changeup was high, it was floaty. Andrews could recognize it right away, go right back to it. A great start by Pease and a tremendous pitch sequence calling right there by Coach Ritter.
So here's Cami Barra after the strikeout, looking to Billie Andrews. And Pease rides her up and inside, 1 ball, no strikes. You could see it from Pease, Sammy. She was shaking her head on that one that just missed the outside corner. You could argue that the one that was called a ball was a better pitch than the one she actually struck Andrews out on. There's the 1 ball pitch. It's up high again, 2-0. So Cami Barra, she's had the role the last 2 years of hitting behind the best player in the Huskers lineup. Almost always hitting with runners on base. Base is clear for her here with 1 out. And on the hitter's count, out. She strokes that out to center field, and that's going all the way to the fence. And she rides it up to second base with the double. So nobody on in front of her. She says, I'll start the rally. And got the dance going with one out in scoring position for Nebraska.
A tremendous job by Ibarra, and that is why Coach Revelle has her in that 2 spot. She's been tremendous protection for Billie Andrews all year long, but she also is quite a threat herself.
That dance, by the way, we asked about that throughout the week. Not a whole lot of insight to bring you back home. First pitch to Sydney Gray is fouled back. We asked Rhonda Revelle, the head coach for the Huskers, what's going on there? We saw Abby Squire do that the other day after an RBI single. She said, that is the player's language. There's some things I don't need to know, and that's one of them. Here's the 0-1 to Gray. And that's high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's what we're talking about.
You know, just got good vibes on the base pass. We got a runner in scoring position. Just trying to get the dugout into it.
I think that's something you see in, like, I don't know, maybe a student section or a wedding dance floor. 1-1. We'll punch the opposite way, deep to right. Evans going back, and that ball's gone. Opposite field power for Sydney Gray, and the Huskers lead at 2-zip in the first.
What a start for this Husker offense. We got a curveball that just hangs over the plate, and Gray makes peace pay. Tremendous job by Ibarra to start the rally. A tremendous job by Gray. A great piece of hitting. And we just continue to see this Husker offense pass the bat all year long.
Aggressive on the first pitch to Maya Felder, and McKenna Dowell takes care of that. So the defense working behind Autumn Pease after the double, the home run. Now ground out to their best defender at short. McKenna Dowell transferring from Auburn, anchoring the middle of the diamonds with Den Hartog in center field. She's got the best arm out there. Jensen in lefts and Evans in right. Those two have saved some games in the outfield with their running catches this season. And it's Kinch behind the plate catching for Pease. There's a strike to Abby Squire. So the opposite field home run for Sydney Gray. We showed you the wind in the top of the first. That easily could have knocked that ball down. Gray got it through the wind and stroked her 8th home run of the year. Guess that's the thing with line drives, right? Plays through the wind. Nebraska scored 22 runs in a sweep of a doubleheader against Iowa. Both 5-inning games. 0-2. It's down low, 1-2. There are just so many things you can point to. You talked about passing the bat. We can just grab at any type of statistic right now, no matter the category, the trend, the streak. They're all in the green right now for Nebraska on offense. 1-2. Popped up foul back to the screen, still 1-2. How about we show you some of those? Here's a little visual. First across a lot of different Big Ten ranks, including those 6 right there. The most important ones at the top, the runs.
Absolutely, and then you talk about obviously the athlete that Andrews is, but to your point, it's 1 through 9 right now for the Huskers.
He's back through the middle. A rangy shortstop Dowell throws across her body for the out. So back-to-back plays for Dowell. And Sydney Gray to the opposite field. Wind blowing in and across tonight. Didn't matter. 8th home run of the year makes it 2-zip.